VWBT is proud to present the show that squashes reality like a bug. That's right, you better be ready to MegaRace. And here's your mega host, Lance Boyle.
Hey, welcome to MegaRace, the action show where violence only happens once every few seconds. Hi, I'm Lance Boyle, and people often wonder if I'm real. Do you ever wonder what it's like to race a real high-performance sports car? You know, like the ones those punk speed gangs drive on the freeways? Those guys really think they rule the road, right? I mean, where do they get off intimidating law-abiding citizens and taxpayers? You know what I mean? And you know something else? You are absolutely right. So you say somebody ought to do something about them criminal highway gangs. And VWBT said, oh yeah? Well, why don't you do something, Mr. Big Mouth? You don't have the car? We'll give you the car. You don't want to get arrested for taking the law into your own hands. Not a problem. You know why? Because it ain't real. It's a whole lot better than real, baby. It's virtual television, reality's worst nightmare. Here's the deal. Our chosen candidate and everybody with a death wish is free to apply, including men and women of either sex. Our candidate, who we call the Enforcer, gets a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to terminate a whole lot of slime balls, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. You see what I mean? Because it's all happening right here on VWBT, where the cops move over and the Enforcer takes over. We have 14 amazing racetracks in 5 totally different environments. We have cars you'd sell every drop of blood in your body to own. We have exclusive contracts with 5, yes, I said 5, vicious speed gangs, each with a pack leader you don't ever want to meet, believe me. I did, and I still feel sick. In each mega race, the Enforcer tries to get past the pack leader's sidekicks, then catch up with their boss and eliminate him. The sidekicks try to stop that from happening. It's the kind of scum they are. And that's not all our hero has to contend with, I am happy to say. The track features a terrifying selection of symbols, which signify things like speeding up and slowing up and maybe even blowing up. Who knows? Who cares? You want to know what happens if at the end of the race, the Enforcer didn't quite overtake as many of these speed punks as he was supposed to? Well, we just stamp chicken on his face and send him home to mommy. Yeah, baby, these streets are mean. Okay, let's just see if our Enforcer is ready to rumble a few bad guys. Hi there, Tiger. All psyched up? Yeah, keep that adrenaline pumping. Ooh, you're really scaring me. Okay, tough guy, now listen up. What you gotta do is score a whole lot of points. And the way you do that is, you slam those punks into the sidewall every chance you get. High-speed explosions equals big points. Yes, sir, that's the magic of television. Wait till you hear this. Every time you kill a pack leader, and when I say kill, I'm talking virtuality, not reality, okay? In MegaRace, nobody actually dies. It just looks and feels like it, and that makes you feel a whole lot better about yourself now, doesn't it? Every time you kill a leader, you not only score big time, you also win some major bonus prizes. His personal music CD and his customized car are both yours. Take a look at this. You know what that is? Sure you do. It's the thrillometer. Anytime the excitement level drops into the gray zone, it means the audience is not getting enough of those beautiful white-knuckle thrills. And we don't want that now, do we? What happens when you finally blown away the last pack leader on the toughest track in them all? Well, that's when we take a look at your score and see where your name goes in the MegaRace Hall of Everlasting Fame. And also which of our fabulous prizes you are going to enjoy. Welcome to NewSan, possibly the world's most sophisticated city, where only the loveliest people spend money in a fully sealed environment protected from outside reality. I think you'll enjoy VWBT's incredibly expensive Uptown Speedway. Sit back and dream about the delights of an elegant nightlife while the Enforcer does high-speed battle with a very brutal gang they have down here. They call themselves the Vultures. And they're brought to you by VWBT in association with Bodywork, skincare for your automobile, because cars are people too. How true that is. Here in NewSan, you'll get to know the Vultures. They're a speed gang with a lot of rage, and they like to liberate those strong feelings by smearing people across the highway. Their pack leader calls himself Jailbait. He's seen your picture, Enforcer, and he's got some interesting plans for your face. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
Good evening, campers, and welcome back to Retro Playback. I'm Commander Exorcist, and it is time to MegaRace. That's right, today we are going to be playing through the 1994 cryo masterpiece, MegaRace. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about this game before we get started. MegaRace, it looks like a racing game. It is promoted as a racing game, but at its core, MegaRace is a rail shooter, and it is a lot of fun. MegaRace came out in what I consider the golden era of computer geekery, because this was the era of IRC, ICQ, Yahoo chat rooms, and Hotbot, Lycos, Hotmail, all of the services that gave rise to the web that we know today started out in this era of the web, and this is where the internet was really becoming commercialized, or at least it started. And so you had games like MegaRace. MegaRace, for me, was bundled with my first home computer, which was a Packard Bell 1666. I believe it was a CD, was the end of it, but it was awesome. And MegaRace really introduced me to CD-ROM technology, because this game was so far ahead of its time with the full motion video and the interactivity. It was awesome. So definitely love MegaRace. Of all the games that I've done on this series, MegaRace is the one game that really kind of strikes that nostalgic tone for me, because it came with a brand new computer that I had, so it was one of a couple of different games that really got me started. So it was really the first time I got to sit down in front of a computer and play a truly multimedia PC gaming experience. And what an experience it was to sit and watch Christian Eriksen as Lance Boyle just smarting off, and to see these full motion video animations and the dystopian world that was created for the game, and the idea that in the future there's like this compulsory it's a compulsory watch parties, as you can see in the videos of and the different sequences where the robots are flying through and they're peeking in through windows to make sure that people are watching MegaRace. And so it just is a really phenomenal game. It's now, and to talk a little bit about the playthrough here. So MegaRace has 14 racetracks, and it's 5 different unique environments. And the thing is that MegaRace is not a long game at all. I believe if you cut out most of the cinematics, the game itself is probably less than 20 minutes in combined total playtime, depending on how you do it. In the case of this playthrough, what I decided to do is we're going to do a single playthrough of MegaRace, but we're going to play through on the first mode. So MegaRace comes with 2 different difficulty modes. The first it calls Novice and Hardened, but it's weird because in the game it's listed as Easy and Hard. It's Novice and Hardened. And so we're going to play through each of the tracks on the Novice setting until we get to the final track, and then I have it on Hardened. That way I can get and show you the finale. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch each one of the cutscenes, and we're going to race through each one of the tracks one time. Now, if you're actually playing MegaRace, you will race through the tracks twice. So you race through it on the normal difficulty, and then the game basically restarts and runs you through each one of the tracks again on a hardened difficulty. There are some changes to the environments for those hardened tracks. Some of the, like the sky might be a little bit darker, the lights may be a different color or something, but the tracks themselves are almost identical, with the exception of the symbols on the track. That's what makes them more difficult, is the hardened difficulty adds additional symbols to the tracks that make it a little more difficult, especially in some of the later stages, to keep your ammo stocked up, because there are symbols on the track that will take away your ammunition. And so that's one of the things that I cut out for this playthrough. So really, this playthrough is a showcase of the 14 tracks in the game. And then, like I said, the last track, we played it on the hardened mode so that you can actually see the game's ending. You're going to see our host, Lance Boyle. As I said, he's played by Christian Eriksen. He is legendary for this role, and he will be smarting off and introducing each one of the tracks through full motion video and a kind of an intro sequence like a TV host. There are some sequences that repeat themselves, and I considered cutting those out, but I figured that it's probably best just to let you see them as they were. And so in the interest of disclosure, I did cut out repetitive prizes. So sometimes you can get awarded the same prize over and over. And fortunately, I got most of, if not all of the possible prizes in this playthrough. So I went back and I cut out, I think I got car seat covers twice. So I think I cut out car seat covers twice. The second instance of the car seat cover. But other than that, this is the full, uncut, unedited, here we go playthrough of Cryo's MegaRace, everybody. And I hope that you enjoy it. Let's get started.
From now on, you are on your own, Enforcer. And as I always say at this point in the show, have a nice death, baby.
So it's pretty obvious that Lance is not necessarily cheering for our survival. That has more to do with the fact that if we die, his ratings go up. So here we are in MegaRace, full motion video tracks. And we're just kind of riding along. And you can see we can move our car back and forth. We really can't do any fancy racing maneuvers. Our point is to get up close to our competitors and blow them up, whether it's using the gun or symbols on the track if possible, or just kind of banging them up against the wall. And that is the nature and method for MegaRace. We have 2 cars left. You can see the number there at the very bottom. There's not a lot of opportunities for me to do commentary, so I'll do commentary mainly over the races, and then I'll let Lance speak when his turn comes up. Let's see. And there we go.
Hey, way to go, Enforcer! That slime ball is toasted pulp as we speak. Of course he only got splatted virtually. But even so, how many times can anybody's neurons take that kind of partying? I got the statistics right here, only I'm not allowed to tell. This is MegaRace. They couldn't find the legend, so they built it. Right here in the wonderful water world of Mava. And they called their legend Atlantis, the city neath the waves. And it was good, and kinda wet. You won't be getting wet, Enforcer. Our fully transparent race tool will protect you from all the denizens of the deep, except that is from the vicious speed gang specially imported at great expense by AquaTube, the fully transparent underwater race tube people. You may have noticed the almost vertical turns in the Speedway. Yes, you'll be defying death and gravity at the same time. You ought to stop and think about that. Magical Mava didn't have any vicious speed gangs, so we spent quite a lot of money and got one. The place sure hasn't been the same since these boys cruised in. We call them the Sharks, and I think you'll find them pretty snappy, if you'll pardon a quite amusing joke. Our ideas people came up with the name Hammerhead for the pack leader. He still hasn't decided if he's gonna nail you to the sidewall or bite your legs off. It's time to select your MegaRace machine enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
All right, it's time to head to Atlantis. My favorite car hasn't been unlocked yet, so let's see here. Which one? I guess we'll go with the new one that we got. So here we are in the Aqua Tube in Mava. This is the Atlantis track, and it has one of my favorite soundtracks from the games. Really upbeat and perfect for the Aqua Tube. Love this track. It's a little bit disorienting, though, and this is how MegaRace goes as we get along in the game. Got you. Things will get a little more disorienting, and that's part of the challenge. Oh, crap. All right, slow down so you can... Whoa. I want him to take me out. Hey, come on, dude. So you can just, like, bounce around and beat them up. So one way that you can take out the enemies is just to pass them. But a lot of times you don't have enough track to do that for all of the enemies. So you really just have to be aggressive. So we're already down. We've got 2 laps left. 1 to go. Get the last of the sharks. There we go. But yeah, you can pass them by and just leave them, and then eventually they'll blow up. But there's usually not enough track for that. Come on. Oh. No, I'm out. Oh. One thing is, if you hit them wrong, they throw you back. So you gotta, like, sideswipe them just right. Here we go. Got you.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. Covers for your car seats. If I were a contestant, I'd love to win those. I really would. You're watching VWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. If you have a hard hat at home, you may want to put it on now as MegaRace visits Factoryland. This speedway we call Industrial Park. It's a name rich with the atmosphere of burning truck tires. All around us are armies of robots making armies of robots making armies. There's one over there. Hey, you! Get back to work or I'll take out my can opener! Yeah, those guys just love it when you laugh at them. Wow! Is that corkscrew for real, or is the pilot slumped lifeless over the controls? Well, if he ever wakes up, remind me to fire him. But seriously though, folks, it's thanks to robots that people like you can spend all day watching VWBT. Just don't give them the right to form labor unions. That's all I'm saying. Who's gonna make you sorry you ever heard of Factoryland? Big Bob and the Power Tools, that's who, baby. These are red-blooded men with beer guts and sweaty heads. They don't like robots and they don't like robot lovers like you. Uh-oh, Big Bob's eyes are getting very close together. That's bad news for you, Enforcer. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead. Help yourself.
So Factoryland is obviously one of the least creative names for a place in MegaRace, but finally my car is unlocked. It's the leader of the Sharks, I believe. It's his car, so it's my favorite. But I really like the Factoryland tracks. They're very loopy. They're the ones with corkscrews and like vertical loops and stuff like that. So And this is where we start to get introduced to the new track symbol. You can see it here. There we go. Got it. That refills our ammo, but there's also a brown version of it on the track that takes away our ammunition. And there's the amazing corkscrew. God, this was so cool as a kid. There we go. Let's take this guy out. Big Bob and the power tools running things here in Factory Land. One more to go. Got him. Factory Land, number one's easy.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. A watch! Now, if anybody asks you the time, you'll be able to answer. How about that? Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. You care to guess where you are at this moment, Enforcer? Or what would you say if I told you the ideas people here at VWBT came to me one day and said, Lance, what would you say if we told you we just paid good money for a used fractalian whale and we're going to build a racetrack where its vital organs used to be? Well now, Enforcer, my guess is you're starting to feel like you've been swallowed whole. Get your breath back, baby, because you're going to need it. Few have escaped the belly of the beast. They come from the finest families. Rich kids with attitude. That's what the headlines say. But behind the millionaire suntanned, what really goes on in the minds of the master class? Fractalian Space's very own radical speed gang, yeah. Team leader, King Cool, is so, tired of the ugliness he sees around him. He just wants to, blow it all away. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
And so now we're heading into the bowels of a dead whale. That's right, a fractalian space whale for the belly of the beast. And this one has a cool soundtrack too. It's really dark and it has a real industrial feel to it. So the belly of the beast is pretty cool. It's not a difficult track at all. It's got this really nice tunnel, and then it kind of opens up into some vertical loops and stuff. So it's really cool. But the visual sensation of actually racing on these tracks is very impressive. The full motion video gives you the real sense of scale. And then we've got our toy cars kind of racing along the track here. 2 to go. Oh. Alright. Oh, slick. That's probably the only time you'll see the front of my cars when we slide around like that. There's not much to this one. Quick and easy. I think even, right after we finish the first lap. And we got him.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. Covers for your car seats. If I were a contestant, I'd love to win those. I really would. You're watching VWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. The authorities have been threatening to change the whole atmosphere of Terminal City for years. But VWBT's got its gloves on, and we're punching as low as we can go. Our viewers want to experience pity for the poverty-stricken citizens of this area, and that makes me feel very humble. To think the good people of Terminal City are the constant victims of cynical self-seekers, that makes me mad as hell. And that's why we persuaded the city authorities to build this magnificent multi-billion-dollar racetrack for our exclusive use, right here in Wasteland. I just want to say that you've got a lot of responsibility riding on your shoulders, Enforcer. Strike a blow for freedom. You hear me? Terminal City's most degenerate speed gang is called the Scabs. They're very unstable, I'm sorry to say. Between races, we do carefully subject them to permanent sensory deprivation, except for the smell of blood. But it does no good, Enforcer. They insist on eating your kidneys. I assured their drooling leader, Rabies, that you only want to put him out of his misery. But he just went on barking. Luckily for you, this is virtuality, where getting eaten doesn't hurt a bit. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
And so now we're fighting the Scabs, and this is taking place in the suburbs. The suburbs have a lot of... it's funny because at the time in 1994, a lot of the jokes about the suburbs and some of the just the general state of the outer parts of the city, how it's amazing how some of that came true. It didn't end up... We didn't get any great racetracks out of it, so I'm not familiar with any cities that have sprawling deathmatch racetracks around them, although I think that in 2024 that's actually something we should probably look forward to. But there you go. This is a cool track. Not too much to it. It's pretty simple. And I think I'm out of ammo. There we go. One to go. These are easy. These are easy. They get a little more difficult as we get later on, but some of these first ones were first introduced to the pack leaders are pretty easy.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You're watching VWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. You take a look at that. VWBT did, and poured billions of dollars into building this superb Sunset Boulevard Speedway. Going down! Some of the local residents were a little concerned about having a racetrack right outside the windows. So we said, it's a virtual structure, right? You only think you're seeing it. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but a hardcore complainant continued causing trouble. Well, you'll be glad to know we finally put their minds at rest. For a very long time indeed. Here in NewSan, you'll get to know the Vultures. They're a speed gang with a lot of rage, and they like to liberate those strong feelings by smearing people across the highway. Their pack leader calls himself Jailbait. He's seen your picture, Enforcer, and he's got some interesting plans for your face. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
And we're back in NewSan. So now we're starting the loop around for the second set of tracks. And I feel like as we're getting into these tracks, this is where the developers are really started to come into their own with the track designs. These are really cool. So we actually, instead of feeling like we're down on the ground, we were much higher up in the skies over in NewSan, getting to drive in between all of the skyscrapers and stuff. So that's really cool. It's a nice city, nice cyberpunk feel to it, like an optimistic elements of cyberpunk, I guess, if there's such a thing. And let's see here, 4 to go, and some of these get to be a little difficult. Especially here in the later stages, you'll have some cars that'll just not want to come up at all. You have to just really depend on the symbols on the track. Otherwise, you can eventually catch up to them if you keep the accelerator down and you turn the curves just right. 2 to go. Quick and easy. I thought it was. Might run out of ammo here if I keep hitting those arrows. Last one. Let's get him on the downhill. Can we? Oh no, so close. And we got him. Nice.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. A book. Don't worry, it's a fake. You were scared for a moment there, right? What a gag. Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. Behold the enchanting wilderness of AquaLand, nestling in the heart of magical Mava. Viewers at home will experience a world of undersea delights and thrills as the Enforcer hunts down the deadly shark gang and cleans up the aqua tube for decent, law-abiding tube users everywhere. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
Behold the enchanting wilderness of AquaLand. AquaLand. So we're heading back to Mava. Here we go with the second round for Mava. We are in the AquaLand tube, which I'm guessing is on the other side of Atlantis. We've got a nice pink ocean to deal with this time. And you can see that the symbols on the track are getting a little more difficult to manage. And that's kind of the key to the difficulty for the game. So if we were to change the setting to be the hardened setting, there would be a lot more symbols, even more so than what we're fighting right now, that would make the game much more difficult, especially in some of the tracks that are coming up. Let's see, we got 4 here. So looks like they've added a couple of cars. There's a lot more cars on the track. Let's get us. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I forget what the nuclear symbol does, though. I don't want to touch it. Got 1. 2 to go. Oh, so those brown squares take away your points. The white squares give points, and the brown ones take it away. There we go. And it's over. Nice.
Tough guy, you have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. Spy on your friends with this invisibility cream. They'll never know you're there. Invisibility cream is brought to you by the makers of Gray Matters, people who believe in the importance of grayness. You're watching VWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. Are you ready for a marvel of virtual reality? Yes, my friends, we are messing with your minds. Gaze upon the mighty SkyHolder and gasp. You're on your own for this one, tough guy. 2 laps and the only thing you're hunting here is points. Lots and lots to score. So look out for the special Speedway surface markings. Viewers might like to know we've removed the brakes from the Enforcer's car. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So truth be told, I'm not a big fan of the SkyHolder. We'll do it, see how we do, but it's really just trying to ride through here and gather as many points as possible. And there we go. Trying to get around. And oh, well, that didn't last long. Okay. Never mind.
You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. Throughout history, hundreds of deranged scientific minds have fallen asleep in the labs late at night to unleash upon an unsuspecting world vast armies of giant psycho-mutant aardvarks. Beagles, caterpillars, dolphins, enzymes, frogs, girl guides, houseplants, iguanas, jellyfish, koalas, lepidoptera, mushrooms, newts, orangutans, polyps, quarks, rodents, spiders, tuna fish, umbrella birds, vegetarians, wasps, xerophytes, yaks, and zygodactyls. VWBT bids you welcome to Fractalian Space, where rich people come to relax some more, and where we shall now unleash our very own psycho-mutant enforcer into the particle accelerator. Step on it, baby, before it steps on you. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So the particle accelerator is where I first really started having trouble when I was playing the game. It does get a little bit more challenging. And the problem here is this is a very short track. So it's really just a loop through the particle accelerator. You've got this kind of weird effect that you can pick up on the ground. So you got to be careful of what symbols we're picking up. But this track is just gorgeous. It's awesome. And the soundtrack is perfect. But it goes so fast that it can be easy to mess this one up. Careful, I don't want to pick up some more good stuff. I don't mind the one that like makes the track wobbly. There is one symbol on the ground, I can't remember which one it is, but it will make your car go, it reverses the controls, so you have to push right to go left and vice versa, so that's a lot of fun. But see, we're already down to 2 laps, and I've still got 3 cars left to take off, and I'm struggling for ammo. Go. Oh, yeah, there it is, the wobbly stuff. Come on. Come on. 1 to go. 1 to go. We can do this. We got 1 lap. Can we make it? Oh no, he's too far away. Oh no. Man, I can't lose the race. Come on. Oh, so close. Got him.
Tough guy, you have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. A genuine Scottish accent, tested by a qualified Scotsman. This unique prize is brought to you by the makers of Light the Bonfire, the foolproof witch test. If they don't die, those babes are guilty as hell. This is MegaRace. Here at VWBT, we love to be disgusting, so get your sick bags ready, and once again, we'll visit the real world. Yuck! The official name for this part of Factoryland is Extraction Facility 17, but once you've checked out the unbelievable racetrack we put together down here, you'll know why we call it the Snake. If you can't figure it out, don't worry. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Just lie back and think how happy you are. And I don't care what any uppity robot says. Progress is soft and chocolate-shaped. You cannot argue with scientific fact. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, Help yourself.
So we're back in the expertly named factory land for the snake. This is new fact level, or track 2. This one's a lot of fun. It's a good track. It's a little bit challenging, even on the easy mode with the symbols, but got a lot of loops and twists and stuff, and it's really cool. I mean, imagine what company just said, "Hey, you know what's a good idea? Let's let these guys build a racetrack in between all the giant capacitors and generators and everything else out here that could possibly kill them in an instant." So here we go. We've got four more cars here. Whoops. See, if you don't hit them just right, they throw you back, and that can be the difference between a win or a loss. I think I'm out of ammo. Yep, I'm out of ammo. Wow. I'm gonna get some more. I need some more ammo. This is where it starts to get a little bit challenging, trying to keep your gun loaded. A bit of a half corkscrew. Oh, got him. Nice. Oh, I was close. They're just right on. They're right where you wouldn't think they would be. I think there's some up here, though. Here we go. If I can at least get one. Just enough bullets to take out one. And then we'll finish off Big Bob. Oh, not enough. Just short. I got one lap left. I got to finish this. And come on. There we go.
Can you keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. An invitation to spend an evening out with yourself, including restaurant and a romantic movie. All expenses paid by YOU. Do I hear wedding bells? Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. You like driving around in the dark, Enforcer? Well, your dream comes true. We're high over Terminal City on a scientifically acclaimed miracle of TV technology called the Orbital Junkyard. It's a racetrack in a garden of eternal slumber for defunct spaceships that other slumber gardens won't handle. A fitting stage for your own demise, Enforcer. There's a lot of people out there who've been waiting very patiently to watch you die. Terminal City's most degenerate speed gang is called the Scabs. They're very unstable, I'm sorry to say. Between races, we do carefully subject them to permanent sensory deprivation, except for the smell of blood. But it does no good, Enforcer. They insist on eating your kidneys. I assured their drooling leader, Rabies, that you only want to put him out of his misery. But he just went on barking. Luckily for you, this is virtuality, where getting eaten doesn't hurt a bit. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
All right, and this is the Orbital Junkyard, and I'm showing it here on the early level. So we're gonna play here. Hey, be careful. This is a difficult track. Even on the easy mode, it can be a real challenge. And the reason is that there are so many symbols on the track that take away your ammunition. So if you're not careful, you can end up with no bullets and have to rely pretty much on melee attacks to take out your opponent. Now on hard mode, this is the hardest track. This is the most difficult track on hard mode because it is covered in symbols to take away your ammunition. You're basically gonna drive just a few feet, and all of a sudden you're not gonna have any way to shoot your opponent. So you've got to rely heavily on melee attacks. So, here we go. Oh, we're already down to one. Okay, time flies when you're talking about having fun. You gotta watch out there. Fractilian space. They got a giant cryo ship up there. That's pretty cool. I kind of miss that when these little companies would throw in their name on something like that, kind of in the distance, as a reminder that it's like, hey, this is the people that made this. There we go.
Tough guy, you have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. A second pair of arms. Now you can eat 2 hamburgers at the same time. This is MegaRace. Are you ready for a marvel of virtual reality? Yes, my friends, we are messing with your minds. Gaze upon the mighty SkyHolder and gasp. You're on your own for this one, tough guy. 2 laps and the only thing you're hunting here is points. Lots and lots of score. So look out for the special Speedway surface markings. Viewers might like to know we've removed the brakes from the Enforcer's car. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So we're going to give the SkyHolder one more chance. Hopefully we don't die in the first few seconds. We'll get a little bit of points out of it. All right, so we're going to stay over here. So it looks like all the cars are on the right. So let's stay onto the side. It should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, it's almost like he came over on me. Hey, that's not cool. Oncoming traffic here. Whoa. All right, I think we got this down. Let's stay off to the side here. Get some points, stay out of the way, and we'll cruise our way to victory. And oh crap, really?
You're watching BWBT, a wholly unreal universe. You're with MegaRace, and I'm your host, Lance Boyle. Are you looking for the perfect family vacation? Well then, how about this? The Blue Lagoon Fun World, nestling in the heart of magical Mava, with water so blue it'll never wash off. You'll be taken care of in style by a fully trained staff of obsequious dolphins. They just love being servants. BWBT's $20 billion Blue Lagoon Speedway is an added attraction you won't want to miss. Let's sit back and watch the Enforcer deal MegaRace justice to a group of punks with no respect for civilized standards. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So we're back to magical Mava for the Blue Lagoon. I like the Blue Lagoon. It is a very cool track. It's got that, it's got kind of a Cruisin' USA beach town vibe to it, but it's also a really difficult track, especially with all the twists and turns and the blue arrows to take away your ammo. So I'm already down to like my last few shots, and let's see here. Yep, still got 5 cars left to take out. See, there goes my ammo. See if I can get some back here. Oh my god. Got it. Oh, I need to bump him. Here we go. Yeah, this is a beautiful track. As a kid, I always wanted to go to these places. Like, I'd love to just kind of hang out on the side of the track there by the water. Oh, so that atomic symbol takes out the instruments. So it cuts off your instrument so you can't see what's going on. Got 2 left here. Oh. He's going to make a little bit of a challenge, isn't he? Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm so close. Oh. Come on. I think I'm running out of laps. I'm down to my last lap. Oh. Come on. I gotta get down there and I gotta bump him. Oh no, it keeps throwing me back. There we go. Got him. Oh no. This is it. So close. We got him.
Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. If anybody watching knows what a gyrostat is, well, this could be an opportunity for you to impress yourself with the extent of your knowledge. We built this baby right here in Factoryland because we felt it was right for the community. We even named it the Big Zero as a tribute to our viewers. Robots like to come and see it before they die. This could be where the Enforcer dies. Not really, I know that, but even so, I mean, imagine the trauma. Uh-oh, Big Bob's eyes are getting all beady and bloodshot. You see, Enforcer, you did more than take his life. You injured his pride, and that's not something a man who eats that much steak can live with. Maybe you should let him slap you around some, you know what I mean? It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
All right, and the last of the factory designs is the Gyrostat, the loop. And it's a really cool track. I like this track. It's not very difficult. You can see it's just a straight line here, so we're just going to drive along. Got to watch out for the symbols, take out our enemies. But as we drive in a straight line, the world around us is rotating, and it is a thing of beauty. Freaking love it. Yeah, it's not too hard. There's a few areas like coming right here. Got to be careful coming through. That's a lot of ammo stealing signs. But now we're already down to 4. So I don't think I've ever really had a problem with the loop. It's a fairly straightforward track, especially compared to like Orbital Junkyard or the Blue Lagoon that we just did. And, oh, I think I'm out of ammo. Yep. Come on. Still got 3 of you guys to take out. Okay. Oh, I got it. And close. Oh, yeah, that's right. Just 1 left. And with 2 laps to go, that shouldn't be a problem. Come on. Yeah, he didn't want to play nice.
Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. No, you're not dreaming. Let's take a dawn drive along the romantic Golden Gate Speedway. VWBT's special tribute to old San, the way it used to be in times past, before it became the NewSan of today. The glories of yesteryear, brought to you by the makers of copycats. Don't you wish you had the internal organs of your youth? Now you can, thanks to our exciting instant cloning system. The young, the healthy, and their youth. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
So we're back in NewSan once again to race along the NewSan bridge. Kind of looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, and yeah, this track is no joke. This is a really hard track, so especially here on the bridge. You've got to know where you're going and what you're doing, or you'll end up at the end of the bridge with no ammo and no way to fight your way out of things. Like, look here, we're already almost done with this lap. And I've got 5 cars left to go. And that's one of the challenges of this track is the length. It's not very long at all. Alright, so come on. Oh, we're doing alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay, so we're down to 3. Got 2 laps to go. I can't quit sliding. No ammo, so we'll have to come up with a solution for that. Oh, that's not good. We were doing okay. Get over there. Got him. Okay, 2 to go. 2 cars, 2 laps. Shouldn't be a problem. Just need some ammo. I need a way to shoot the guy. I don't need a speed arrow either. All right. Got him. But we're down to 1 lap. This is going to be close. Those stupid things to... Come on. And we're close. We got to get him. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to make it or not. Yeah, I don't think we got it. That didn't work. Yep. Come on.
You were lucky to finish that race alive, Enforcer. If I let you drive another one, you'll get splattered all over the track. You want to know what fear looks like? This is MegaRace. Truly, Fractalian space has nothing more delightful to offer the jaded eye than this vision of unspoiled loveliness. VWBT's Paradise Valley Speedway blends into the surrounding landscape so harmoniously I don't even know what I'm talking about. There is as yet no wildlife as such in the region. However, selected groups of financially inadequate persons are regularly released to live wild within the confines of the Paradise Valley Park. When their numbers have reached targeted levels of sustainability, world political and religious leaders will be invited to come here for their regular hunting weekends. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead. Help yourself.
So because that was the next to last track and I was in 2nd place, apparently the game will let you continue on. And here it is. This is the grand finale here in the valley, where apparently they bring homeless people and turn them loose. And it's like a hunting preserve, kind of like the most dangerous game. And you know what? That just sounds like the perfect place for a VWBT MegaRace track. And here we go. This one is not difficult at all. However, I am playing this one on the hard mode. So this is the hard version of the final track. So you can kind of see how it is just littered with insane symbols designed to make things really, really hard. So, let's see here. 3 cars. Yeah. So 3 cars left, 3 laps. I mean, like I said, it's a challenge, but this is nowhere near what we've been working up to it. So, which is kind of a disappointment, but still nice. I mean, it's a good track, but as far as like the final run for the game, it's not as good as some of the others. So, come on, just a little bit more. Just need a little bit of power here. We've got 2 cars, 2 laps. He keeps bumping me back. Almost. Oh, nice spin around. Uh-oh. I don't want him to get behind me. If he gets behind me, he can take me out pretty easily. Oh, come on. I'm just going to speed on by him. Like I told you guys, you can end up exploding on his own. All right, last one. This is it. Basically, this is the final boss of MegaRace. And we're going to take him out. I think I've got weapons, too. Or I did have weapons. Now I've got them. Got him. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new MegaRace Solid Gold Enforcement Officer! How about that? Hey, tough guy, you did it! Thanks to you, criminals everywhere are turning to each other and saying, I want my mommy! Enforcer, let's check out your fabulous prize! You have won! A fabulous trip to the Seychelles. Hey, aren't they supposed to be islands or something? Aloha, baby. Me, Lance. Believe me, Enforcer, you'll enjoy that prize. I did, and I should know. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Like I always say, it only shows to go. You've been watching one of the very top mega races in history, and that's going backwards in time. Hey, I'm Lance Boyle, and it doesn't hurt a bit.
Driving force behind this success story. Driving force behind this success story.